Hello everyone! Welcome to Assessment Bites, a series of short videos featuring various strategies you can use to drive learning forward. My name is Jennifer and I will be your host. The driving question for today's Assessment Bite is, how can I leverage classroom collaboration to improve learning and to increase individual achievement? The concept we're emphasizing today is assessment as learning. When students collaborate, leveraging their peers as learning resources, they are able to articulate what they must know, understand, and can do to make their work measure up to the target and to make sense of their own learning. They develop the competencies of communication, problem solving, questioning, and decision making, which supports their learning. Today's strategy is called Redacted Quizzes. Here we are in Dion Skitsko's classroom in Edmonton Catholic Schools. His students are about to write their first quiz for their physics class. They are already accustomed to the routine of being randomly assigned groups upon entering the classroom, engaging in conversation about the skills and content of the course, and working on vertical non-permanent services together. We have another video on that linked below. Let's listen in as Dion tells his students about how their quiz will play out today.
You and your group members are going to go to one of the stations around the room. You are going to flip that around. What you might want to do is have one person read that question out loud. You've got all the information you need for the quiz except for the numbers. So what you'll do is you bring a pencil. Pencil will work better than a pen on this thing. You can write all over this. You got about 10 minutes-ish to discuss how am I going to answer that, how are we going to answer that question? Once I have to do it on my own with the numbers. Okay? After the 10 minutes are up, or we're just ready to go, we'll sit down and I'll hand out the ones that you'll do independently.
And then ignore my message writing, whatever, MDE2, VV2, right? If we're supposed to find the car, the velocity of this, we have these values, and the mass never changes.
So our final formula.
You can return to your seats. The actual quizzes are sitting there on top of the exam dividers. You can distribute those so everyone's got their own copy, and you can get started.
Let's go through the process step by step for implementing this strategy in class. First, establish a routine for collaborative work. See our Bringing Formative Assessment to Life series for ideas there. Print copies of the quiz with the numbers redacted. An option would be to print a full quiz, use correction tape to obscure the numbers, and then make enough copies for your groups to work together. Divide students into groups and send them to their position in the room with the redacted quiz. Invite groups to talk about how they would answer each question, including the processes they might use with the calculation problems. And when students complete the collaborative portion of the quiz, students leave their redacted quizzes on the board, return to their seats, and then work independently on a non-redacted quiz. Here are some pro tips to get you started. This strategy works best when the routine for collaborative learning and problem solving is already in place. This means that norms for the language and behaviors, such as how to speak, listen, respond, and contribute, are previously established. Students have had meaningful experiences and practice in collaboration in this class in no-stakes situations prior to this low-stakes quiz. And the content of the quiz is centered around problem solving and critical thinking and not rote skills and memorization. The process and the thinking behind what is required to answer the question and not necessarily the calculation. Some food for thought as we wrap up today. How do you think redacted quizzes could work for your classroom and students? What could be the benefit for learning? I'd like to extend a special thank you to Dion Skitsko, physics teacher at Mother Margaret Mary High School in Edmonton, for sharing this strategy with us. If you'd like to learn more about assessment as learning, you can find these articles, playlists, and other resources such as podcasts and tutorials on our SharePoint site. That's it for today, everyone. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to your consultant from the assessment and reporting team. Thanks for watching and have a great day.